You know what? I don't feel emotions anymore. You know what? I'm not that sensitive or emotional. I've become like somebody who has no emotions at all. Such phrases have become so common in current time that all of us at some time have heard it or said it. And as a psychologist and psychotherapist, I can tell you it's not a healthy place to be in. If one is in such a state for a prolonged period, it would be called emotional numbness. That is worrisome. Greetings, this is Pink Frog Yellow Boots from Behavior, working towards achieving holistic health for everybody. Today we'll be talking about emotional numbness, something that has become way too prominent while it should not be. Emotional numbness, a place where you have difficulty to feel your emotions as well as express your emotions. There can always be time when we miss out on feeling certain emotions or expressing certain emotions. However, when it becomes frequent, it is something to worry about. Not only because emotional numbness can cause other physical symptoms, but also because it is an indicator of other problems that are already existing. Apart from not feeling emotions or expressing emotions, there are other signs that are indicative of emotional numbness. These can be a constant feeling of being drained mentally, emotionally, and physically, loss of interest, including in things that were dear to you or you were passionate about, an inability to connect with groups at a personal level, which means you don't find funny jokes that others find funny, or there is no shock to a shocking situation, or there is no sign of stress during a stressful situation. What it means that we connect with people on a personal level through our emotions, but when you don't feel emotions, you will have difficulty connecting with others, which would make the individual to choose isolation over company. To put it broadly, emotional numbness can be pinned down to the fast paced life that everybody is living today, where you have to constantly move from one thing to another without paying attention to the feelings life makes one go through. The stress to jump from one thing to another leads to bypassing the emotions and feeling an individual is feeling that gradually turns into a habit that the individual loses touch with their emotions and feeling. Overwhelming emotional state is another cause that leads to emotional numbness because there is so much emotions to feel that your brain takes a break, which leads to the awareness that people who go through emotional regulation issues may gradually shift to emotional numbness. Sometimes grief, loss of something or someone can be so overwhelming and painful that your brain shuts down to all the emotions all at once. Mental conditions like anxiety, depression may also contribute to emotional numbness. People who have suffered mental, emotional, physical, or sexual abuse also face emotional numbness. Based on the intensity of the abuse, it can be gradual or sudden. People who are into substance abuse, those who drink alcohol, take drugs, are also bound to face emotional numbness because of the substance impact on the central nervous system. When we talk about emotional numbness, we are talking about phases where we don't feel emotions, where they naturally appear. However, it is very natural for individuals to have comfortable, peaceful, content time where they don't feel a lot of emotions and are at peace with however they are feeling. This time is enjoyable and delightful. However, if an individual is going through a time where they have extreme difficulty or complete disengagement with their emotions, it is time to seek help and do something about that state before it becomes a severe problem. Things that can help with emotional numbness are having a supportive circle, indulging in self care, devoting time to exercise, or engaging in things that are relaxing. Decluttering your environment so that the amount of stress that you carry decreases is another way to deal with emotional numbness. However, this is something that can be done in the initial stage when you are feeling the loss of emotions in certain situations. If it has become a far severe problem, visiting a psychologist and turning to psychotherapy is the most credible and wise choice. Emotional numbness will not only lead to the environment around you feeling disconnected, but also a loss of connection with yourself, which will gradually lead to mental and physical ailments, where one feels completely drained emotionally, mentally, physically. And no matter what you do, you never feel fulfilled. Your achievements, your relationship, your new learnings, nothing mean anything. They just become passing incidences. Hence, it is important that you pay attention to yourself and seek credible help before it's too late. That it would make you invest a lot of time, money, and energy to heal yourself than to live your life to the fullest. Have a great time ahead. Take care.